All right, let's talk about how you set the tire pressure if your tire pressure is low or if you want to check your tire pressure. Most of you aren't going to have air at home. You're going to have to go to a gas station or something like that. So I'm going to use a gauge that looks like the gauge that you would have at a gas station. My advice is get your valve stem caps off of all your tires first and set them somewhere where you're not going to forget where they're at. Once you do that, most tire air machines are timed, and they have a reel that is retractable. So one trick that we do is we'll pull it all out, pull the hose out till it's in point, so that you can make sure that it's going to reach your furthest away tire. Put your foot on it, and then get your money in the machine so that you can not run out of time before you fill all your tires. Once you've gotten to that point, the air is running. This is how you check your tire pressure. You go ahead and make sure that you have it straight on the valve stem, and then it's going to pop out here and it's going to tell you what your reading is. So on this particular instance, we've got, you can see the 30 mark, and then you can see the little hash marks that each of those represent 2 psi on this particular gauge. If you put it on here and you hear a hissing, you don't have it all the way on. You want to get it all, push it down all the way to make sure that you're not letting air escape, and then fill it to the proper spec. Another handy dandy tool to keep in your glove box is a tire pressure gauge. The ones that you use at the gas station are often not accurate because they've been used so much, so they can be off by a couple psi. So it's nice to have your own in your glove box. Something like this that you can keep in your glove box. I keep my handy dandy tire pressure gauge that I've had in every car that since I was 16. This was my great grandfather's, and he wrote his name in cursive, etched it into the thing. So I keep this in all my cars. But handy dandy thing to keep with you in case that tire gauge is not working at the gas station. So one thing to know about the tire gauge that's nice about having a tire gauge versus using the gas station one is that on the back side of this is a little thing that will release air. So if you accidentally overfill the tire when you're filling it up, you can actually release air by putting this little nub right on the valve stem, and it lets air out.